This is Among the Ashes, a Cara Ward FBI suspense thriller, Book 2, written by Katie Rush, read by Vivienne. Prologue. Lisa Moreno leaned in closer to her microscope, her long brown hair slipping over her shoulder like a silken shadow as she adjusted the focus. Each slide was a window to the delicate balance of life that thrived beneath Lake Michigan's undulating surface. The lab's fluorescent lights hummed quietly above her, the only sound in the otherwise still room. Time had stretched and contorted around her, hours passing like minutes as she documented interactions too minute for the naked eye to appreciate. Engrossed in her work, Lisa failed to notice the soft click of the door and the muffled farewell from her last remaining co-worker. It wasn't until the lab fell into a deeper silence, a quiet that seemed to weigh on her ears, did she finally glance at the clock. Damn, she muttered to herself, noting the hands had swept well beyond the hour she'd promised herself she would leave. With a resigned sigh, she straightened up, her back protesting after being hunched over for so long. Her petite frame felt rigid and sore. She gave one last look through the lens, etching the image of the algae's interaction in her mind, before pulling back and scribbling down her final observations of the night. Her notes were meticulous, documenting her commitment to understanding the symbiotic relationship between various strains of algae and bacteria, but they brought an unwelcome tension between her brows. She knew she was onto something, as she investigated a way to synthesize a protein that could spark the growth of more algae, which in turn would turn the ever-increasing levels of carbon in the air back into oxygen. Yet, those discoveries would have to wait. With a heavy heart, she closed her logbook, the crisp sound of the pages like a period at the end of a long sentence. Lisa stood, stretching her arms above her head, feeling the fabric of her lab coat tug against her movements. She shed the white garment, revealing a simple shirt and slacks that spoke of practicality over fashion, a wardrobe chosen for function within the utilitarian confines of the lab. She flicked off the microscope and moved about the space with familiarity, turning off equipment and securing samples. Her steps were quiet, deliberate, each action wrapping up another day's pursuit of knowledge. But there was no sense of triumph tonight, just a weary acceptance that the quest for understanding never truly...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?